People, the Purple Butterfly here, otherwise known as People7 on Twitter and YouTube, People elsewhere on the internet. My blog is located at purplebutterfly-people.blogspot.com, and Purple Butterfly Soaps can be located at people.etsy.com. And I said all that without messing up. I have good days, yes. I am here over the updates on the throat. As many of you know, I'm doing it again. On October the 29th, I had a stroke. They kept me in the hospital until November the 11th or November the 12th. Someone said I was there for 12 days. And I now walk with one of these. They actually custom made this one for me. And I already had mobility problems with my ankle and my knee. And I told them, I said, I already have a cane. They said, no, we want you to use this one. We're making this one for you. And I was like, well, okay, fine, because I get a little weakness with my knee every now and then. They said, no, ma'am, you need this cane because every now and then you might lose feeling altogether in the right side of your body. And I found out that is true. They call it a muscle memory thing, but sometimes it's like I forget how to use that side of my body. And then if I get excited when I'm thinking or talking, I either talk really, really fast or really, really slow. And in the midst, I'm forgetting what I was going to say. Words, they kind of, become an evasive entity. And yesterday I got so tangled up, I was trying to find the word couch. It's on the couch. And instead, for some odd reason, I said sink, stove, and I was pointing at the couch, and my mom goes, you mean the couch? And I went, yeah. And apparently that's part of my brain damage. I'm not going to get used to saying that ever. So, it's like I'm brain damaged and I have some physical issues, and I still don't fall for some of the drama that's going on around me. So, people that want to put me through drama, they figure out very quickly that even with brain damage, I'm not going to fall for just anything you say. I might stop and close my brain off and process the thought, but, you can't get me that way. I get myself instead. I made a soap, Peachy Blue, that was supposed to have, I'm going to look over here so I can process the thought, coral orange, well, it's a neon orange. It looks like coral until you mix it up. And true yellow, 14 karat gold, and coral reef blue, which actually looks like turquoise. And peachy blue smells like peach perfection, which literally smells like peach. And my daughter has a car that she nicknamed Peachy Blue because it's that blue family turquoise, and she happens to be named Peachy. So when I was describing the soap, I said purple like 3 times, and I don't know where purple came from. There's no purple in the soap. There's no purple in the description of the soap. But for some odd reason, my brain just kept holding on to purple. So when people look at the current videos and go, oh, she keeps saying purple, and then they see what I'm holding up, still figure out, I'm getting a couple of issues with just finding the words I mean to say. So that's your update on that. Also, major update, on the 29th of October, that was my last cigarette by someone else's choice. When I got out the hospital, 2 days after I was out the hospital, I had a cigarette. Made me physically ill, threw up everywhere. Really won't discuss that. But I also tried fake cigarettes. This one is a blue. But this one tastes like menthol and tobacco put together. It tastes more like a cigarette than some of these other e-cigs that I've tried. There's no nicotine in those. You can choose your nicotine level from 24% to, or what's that, 24 megs to 1% to 0%. And this one is a 24 meg. And unlike most of them, they've lasted more than 2 days. Look at this. No flashing. It's mostly water vapor. This one, the one pack that seen said propylene glycol. This one is made with glycerin, which is good because I don't do chemicals at all, with the exception of smoking. And I currently am happy to say, as of 7 o'clock yesterday, I have been smoke-free on purpose. On purpose. By my choice. Not because the hospital put me on a patch and said this, that, and the other, but on my own merit, my choice, I have been smoking free. Not nicotine free. That's going to come in time. But I have been smoke-free for over 10 days. I don't use the patch anymore. The only nicotine I get is whatever's in the e-cig, and this one I've used 3 times in this one day, and mostly it's like I take a hit of it and I put it down and I don't think about it anymore. But that being said, yesterday, and usually I use a pretend cigarette just to go in my car to the store or whatever because it's like an automatic reach thing. I left it at home, didn't even think about it until I got home, and then I had this like hot flash thing, and someone, I can't remember if it was my nurse or, nope, it was my doctor. Dr. D said, all you got to do is get past 3 minutes. If you have a major craving, do something else for 3 minutes. So I went to, I couldn't go to Bountiful Blessing Sunday, and I couldn't go to the Thanksgiving dinner thing they had because with my food schedule and the foods I'm allowed to have and the foods I'm not allowed to have because of the Coumadin, that would have just been torture for me. So I just literally drove to one of my favorite restaurants, ordered myself a meal that was safe to have, and then drove home. And I literally looked at the clock. It took 7 minutes to order the food, get the food, waiting in line, so forth and so on. And by the time I got home, I didn't even think about the fact that it was over 7 minutes, and I was only aiming for 3, and I got past the fit thing. So that was the closest I came to having what's known as a nicotine fit. And then I had a little issue with just trying to express a thought, and Just, so, of course, I took out this and took a couple of puffs and calmed myself down, and that's when I figured out if I'm too excited or frustrated, that's when the aphasia thing shows up where I can't think of what it is I'm trying to say. But funny, if I pick up a piece of paper or the texting on the phone, I can literally type out exactly what it is I'm trying to say without an issue. It's something to do with my brain and my voice trying to communicate with each other in this new format, and it has been challenging. It's like, because I can't spend the rest of my life going, you know what I mean? So if I concentrate or kind of like direct my brain over here where I'm not looking and I'm just thinking what it is I want to say to what it is I want to convey, then I get the thoughts out. So you have been up-to-dated. Nope, that's wrong again. You have been updated on the life of Pipla. This video is going overtime, so I'm going to just take a breath, calm it down, do what I have to do to express my thoughts, and get my own logo right. So I'm going to do it this way. This is Pipla7 of Twitter and YouTube, Pipla elsewhere on the internet. My blog is located, even though I haven't updated it in a while, at PurpleButterfly-Pipla.blogspot.com, and PurpleButterfly Soaps is located at Pipla.etsy.com. Y'all stay blessed and stay tuned. And for those of you that have sent me well wishes, I truly appreciate them. So keep up. I don't believe it. I'm doing it again. Okay, stop. Freeze. Take a breath. Keep subscribing, keep viewing, and keep praying for me. Y'all stay blessed. Stay tuned. Bye.